Hey guys, so I'm back here with another video this week, and in this week's video, we're going to talk about exactly what you need for your 2020 SEO on-page checklist. But before that, if you're really curious about what in the world is the on-page SEO checklist, well, in today's video, I'm going to walk you through on-page SEO, off-page SEO, the difference between the two, and why you really need to focus on your on-page SEO for 2020. So if you guys are curious about learning more about my tips and my tricks, then be sure to keep on watching. And so if you're new to SEO and you actually don't know what on-page and off-page SEO is, don't worry. So at the highest level, on-page SEO is pretty much what it is. So anything that is on the website landing page. This can be the content, it can be the keywords, it can be the descriptions, the headings, anything that is really in particular to this landing page from the first glance itself. And quite similar, off-page is anything that is outside of the page, that is bringing traffic to the page itself. So anything that is like social media, we have like blogs, we have other links that are outside, maybe like a news article on another website that's linking to your blog. And so while on-page SEO and off-page SEO are super important, you always want to make time to really optimize it to the best of its ability. And so in today's video, I'm actually going to share with you guys the 5 things that I would always recommend and focus on for your on-page SEO. In a later video in the future, I'll definitely will be checking in on the off-page SEO, but in today's video, we're just going to be talking about the on-page tips. And so the first tip that I have for you guys is really just content optimization. And what I really mean by this is really understanding what your audience is looking for, who they are, and what they want. And the reason why you want to do this is because you want to focus on something called the searcher's intent. Basically, you want to be able to match your pages, your website, to really what's being searched on the internet for your target audience. Another thing that I really want to emphasize is really being able to fix and edit your title tags and your meta descriptions. And if you guys don't know what that is, it's pretty much this. So any kind of search result that comes up in the Google search or any other search engine will typically have this kind of layout. It'll have a title, it'll also have your URL and a description underneath with any associated links related to it. And so at this point, it does get a little complicated because basically, depending on the website you use, you can use multiple kinds of plugins to really edit this for yourself. I know with WordPress, people do use something called Yoast SEO, and it does enable you to kind of do those edits manually on your side of the business so you can see them right away. But it's really up to you guys to see kind of like what kind of website you're using and also kind of what plugins are really applicable for you to do that edit. The next thing that I want to really recommend is your alt text. And basically what a alt text is if you guys have any images on your landing pages or your websites, if your image is actually sourced from an upload and it has maybe like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.jpg. This is a bad thing that you want to avoid because it definitely does not help with your SEO and your optimization for any ranking on Google. You guys might not realize this now, but alt text does help because a lot of images, especially if they're related to the content that you're posting, if they have any relation to the question and or search term on Google, this is a big plus, and Google will then kind of trigger kind of like a connection between the search term and the image that is being searched for, which will then boost your SEO ranking. Next up, we have URLs. And URLs, it sounds pretty generic, but it's pretty simple to do. Basically, what I really want to address here is that if you have a blog, in particular a blog, because blogs really are prone to doing this, and you have a lot of articles that are coming in, and a lot of articles basically have a lot of headlines that are question type. And so I know that a lot of bloggers, they're pretty much not ones to be like SEO experts, but this really does help your SEO. So basically, if your headline in your URL is maybe a search term. And the company that I find that does this really well is Daily Hive. So basically Daily Hive, they publish articles like almost every hour, which is pretty insane because it's a lot of content to go through. Basically, a lot of their headlines in their URLs are, you know, really clickable, really suggestive, and also really answering questions and or even provoking curiosity for people just to learn more about it. And the last tip I have is page speed. And I've never mentioned this before, but it's so important. And the reason why it's so important is because if your page loads very slow, you're going to be having a super high bounce rate. And so this ultimately does degrade your SEO if you guys have a high bounce rate. it's a good indication to Google that your content and also kind of like your relevancy is actually not related to the person that's being searched, even if your page doesn't load. So Google doesn't actually know if your page loads fast, slow, medium, but the fact that the people are going to your page, they're staying for maybe like 5 seconds and they're bouncing right away, not because of your content, but because your page isn't loading or it's taking a long time to process, this is going to make them bounce and make them want to leave. And I really want to stress to really find ways to improve your page load speed. Alright guys, so that's pretty much a wrap to this video. I hope you guys did enjoy it. Those are some quick tips and tricks that I really want you to focus on for your 2020 SEO on-page checklist. So if you guys like this video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up and also hit that subscribe button because I post videos on this channel every week, every Monday on all things online marketing, and I'll see you guys in the next one.